future trajectory takes shape, we report from the ground.
Two visions, two ideology, one verdict.
An election where no caste chemistry can yield a perfect formula.
It's a state that is splintered with power battles. The big question, will Maharashtra poll outcome unify parties or divide them further? And who will emerge as Maharashtra's undisputed leader?
We reached an agreement on patrolling. We have gone back to where the situation was in 2020, and we can say with that the disengagement process with China, you can say, has been completed. The understanding, to my knowledge, is that we will be able to do the patrolling which we were doing in 2020.
I've been reporting on all issues big and
India's housing market is riding a wave of very strong demand despite rising prices. Developers continue to strike land deals despite prices of land rising dramatically as well. Now, why are India's property markets hotter than ever? And how long will this rising wave continue? Let's get some answers from my expert guest today. I have with me on my left, Vikram Tanwar, Founding Director and CEO of Nitara Projects, and Vikas Dua, Founder and Director of Chintamani. So, gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me. All the rise has been post-COVID. So, ऐसा लग रहा है कि market has become very hot, right? But अगर आप 2013-14 से लेके 2020 तक देखें, literally moriband ho gaya tha, and post demonetization, so it had, in some markets it had also come down. But do you agree that runaway prices are not good for real estate or for developers? Till what point will you continue to buy land as land prices go up?
Manisha, thank you very much for having me here, first of all. So, जो प्राइजेस हैं उनका मैं बोलूँगा डायरेक्ट रिलेशन है कस्टमर के कॉन्फिडेंस से. बाइंग अ होम इज़ द लार्जेस्ट और द बिगेस्ट डिसीजन एनी पर्सन कैन टेक इन देयर लाइफ, वेदर इट इज़ फाइनेंशियल और इमोशनल डिसीजन. सो ड्यूरिंग लास्ट फ्यू ईयर्स दैट कॉन्फिडेंस हैज़ इंक्रीज्ड. उसी की वजह से देयर इज़ अ बी लाइन फॉर इन ऑल द ऑफिसेज ऑफ डेवलपर्स, एंड वो कॉन्फिडेंस जो है उसके मल्टीपल रीज़न हैं. रेरा आने के बाद में देयर इज़ अ कॉन्फिडेंस इंक्रीज. इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर जैसे डेवलप हो रहा है उसकी वजह से देयर इज़ अ कॉन्फिडेंस इंक्रीज. इंडिया एज ए कंट्री जैसे ग्लोबल मार्केट्स में परफॉर्म कर रहा है, हमारी जीडीपी जितना अच्छा परफॉर्म कर रही है, उसकी वजह से बायर दे आर वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट दैट दे शुड हैव अ होम, और उसकी वजह से ही देयर इज़ अ डिमांड. सो दिस डिमांड इज़ एक्चुअली ट्रिगरिंग the price hike, but for sure अगर करेक्शन आता भी है, घर तो चाहिए. So घर चाहिए तो there will be a demand for sure.
Correct.
So I think this is the price increase, whether there will be a correction or not, but demand will be there, and that's a fantastic opportunity for every developer.
For every developer. All right. Vikas, let me come to you. You're in a market which is one of the hottest. When we talk about the fact that, okay, some are hot markets, some are good markets, but most markets are doing well in top 7 cities, but some are really hot, and Dwarka Expressway is one of them. Do you believe that it's pent-up demand, and because there is not that much supply that prices are going up? Or do you feel that there is some aspect of, वो कहते हैं ना, हमारे हिंदी में एक कहावत होती है, बहती गंगा में हाथ धो लेते हैं. अब आ ही रहा है बायर, तो हम बिल्डर है, थोड़ा अभी कर लेते, बढ़ा लेते. We don't know about future, whether it will remain the same or not. What's happening?
Well, Manisha, although I'm a strong advocate of that, we developers, ourselves being the developers, we should not aim for appreciations. Our job is to buy in hectares and convert those hectares into constructed, developed, fully developed square feet areas. And our bottom line should only be generated from that value addition job that we are doing.
That's
that core area we should focus to, stick to. But yeah, once in a while, such spurts are more than welcome. It serves as a booster dose for revival and sustenance.
At some point, what some of the experts tell me is that yes, there is demand, so developers like you will continue to buy land vikas, right? But there will be a point where you will do your math and say, now it's too expensive. And we don't feel that there will be demand and the land deals will stop. Do you think we are close to that, or do you think that's a far away, maybe 3 years, 4 years, 5 years into the future? What's your take?
Allow me to be candid here. Though it has doubled, the land prices having been doubled or a little more than that or even in past 2 years, more so in Dwarka Expressway, and the hotter beds have commanded more premium, more appreciations happening. But उसको अगर हम आज भी compare करें, what does that 30 crore rupees translate to per acre? It's only 60,000 rupees per square yard, which is 1/9, 1/10 the price of an average Delhi plot. So that's the room going forward. Even E grade, D grade, E grade places in Delhi, the land prices are much more. And the average places 8, 9, 10 times more than Dwarka Expressway. So there's a room. I'm a strong advocate that, yeah, though we should command premium at the times when God permits us to, but we should always keep on buying more land. The more units we sell, we should cover up in buying land. As Rajan Bhai was earlier telling us that by the time we sell, and as we were able to sell at higher rates, only some 10-15% of the inventory. Hence, we are unable to buy the land in the next round of things. So if we don't want that to happen to us, we should be fairly quick.
Vikram, what's your plan? I mean, is there enough? NCR market goes crazy. ये तो सबको पता है that in bad time पटकता भी सबसे ज़्यादा है, और अच्छे टाइम में it also goes up, or it goes a little bit crazy or nuts, as they say. Investors come in very quickly because they love real estate in North India. How long do you believe that this cycle will continue? Because a lot of people that I meet keep asking me, is this the right time to buy a home? Manisha, the prices have already gone up so much. Should I wait? Do you think prices will stabilize? What should I tell them? Honest answer.
So I'll answer this in a different manner. I am actually not talking about Gurgaon or Delhi, but I'm talking about India as a country.
Yeah.
So we have a big population, and the way GDP and per capita income is shifting, so there will be lots of urbanization in coming years. So in next 10 years, there will be a huge demand for housing. And I think that this is a big opportunity for developers to develop homes. And the infrastructure will actually give a boost to new satellite cities. So, आपने द्वारका एक्सप्रेसवे का 2 बार जिक्र किया. So द्वारका एक्सप्रेसवे अगर एक्सपेंसिव है और इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर अवेलेबल है, so लोग सोना जाएंगे जहाँ पे कि लैंड या फ्लैट्स.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So this is actually interrelated. और रियल एस्टेट प्राइजेस जो हैं वो लोकेशन की वजह से हैं. हो सकता है आज द्वारका एक्सप्रेसवे महंगा लग रहा हो, बट 10 साल पहले सीपी में अगर किसी ने इन्वेस्ट किया है तो दैट्स अ प्राइम मार्केट नाउ. सो ग्रेजुअली दिस सेंटर विल शिफ्ट टू tier 2, tier 3 cities or satellite cities, but demand will be there, and I think because of the demand, I am very optimistic on the price.
Let me introduce you Madhur Gupta, CEO of Hero Realty, whose ambition is to basically make sure that there's a hero in all of us and their homes match that hero aspiration. Madhur, thank you very much for joining me. Madhur, let me come to you. Why is real estate only 7% of India's GDP? It has the potential to become 20% of GDP. You've got a view of both the industrial market. Hero Group is in industrials in Haridwar, which is a very unique market and doing extremely well. And you also have a residential home market in Tier 2 and now Dwarka Expressway, which is one of the hot markets. So how much have you benefited from this infrastructure growth, political stability? Do you think that's played a great role in this fantastic bull run that we see in real estate and residential?
Namaskar. So first of all, thank you very much and giving us an opportunity to share such an esteemed panel. So now, as your question says that how much we have benefited. Actually, the entire real estate community has benefited out of this. Because if you see, when you asked me about our project of Haridwar, so we initiated that campaign shifting from the core cities to the tier 2 cities. So I would thank my management, my chairman for that, because he is visionary, that he has foreseen beforehand, that he shifted from, main focus has shifted from, or rather we started from Haridwar. So we have industrial parks there, plotted, then I would say the mid-sized segment of residential areas, low segment, which was initiated for actually the workers. So the people, those who are working there in industrial area, they should also have some house. So affordable kind of housing we provided them. And it is a world class, I would say. So if you see that the entire country is benefited out of the drive which is going on, and I see that at least another 5-10 years are there, at least minimum for India, where real estate will develop to a level, because infrastructure is a prime, is a core of any development area, as our panelist also says that. So we are also doing it, and we have primarily shifting into a tier 2 cities, because we see that I would say the affordability of people now is shifting from metro cities to the tier 2 cities. That is why if you see that the Dwarka Expressway, why it has come up, it is coming up so nicely, or why the appreciation is so much in Dwarka Expressway. This is one of the core area. This is one of the core reason why it is shifting. Because now people, if you see the connectivity of Dwarka Expressway, it is very well connected to Delhi and to Gurgaon. So the people, those who are unable to afford housing in Delhi, they are shifting to Dwarka Expressway.
Where is the housing in Delhi, Madhur? सारी तो आप लोग ले गए हैं द्वारका एक्सप्रेस पे, गुड़गांव, नोएडा, अब एक न्यू नोएडा भी बना रहे हैं. So we are Delhiites are going to be left with just us living here.
So this Dwarka Expressway is one a big buzz area, I would say, which is coming up. And now, if you see that the tier 2 cities like Dehradun, Haridwar, Mathura, Vrindavan, these areas have also coming up very nicely.
Going to ask you a very simple question. Now if you see tier 2 cities, and you mentioned some of them are doing quite well, and that's also probably homes have become very expensive in large cities for a large population. Two, all of these cities, people want to avoid traffic. During COVID, they went back, they enjoyed it. If, as a corporate group in real estate, you will get land anywhere that you want. You have great funding from banks at 10, 11% or even cheaper, which everyone else struggles with. What are your growth areas? Where are you focusing to take hero homes?
Okay, the first thing is the funding part. Yes, we can have an advantage, but nobody wants to have anything more than this thing. So as far as this tier 2 cities are concerned, naturally, this is I would say, right now people are planning to shift to tier 2 cities. But this will be short-lived if we don't increase an infrastructure there. We all are comparing China. See, I can also share a few points of China. If you see the tier 2 and tier 3 cities of China, their infrastructure, they are planning of 50 years ahead. If you compare our airport, though yes, government is putting up a lot of effort in developing this infrastructure, but if you compare our tier 2 city airports with them, I would say they are much ahead of us. So if this trend has to be continued, so we have to put lot of effort on tier 2 cities infrastructure. Because currently, if this exodus to tier 2 city happen a lot, then these tier 2 cities will not be able to withstand that exodus.
Right. That's also stemming their growth. I mean, people, there are some people who want to live in tier 2, but there would be more people. Decongesting top cities should also be on the agenda. And that will only happen when you have great infrastructure in tier 2, tier 3 cities,
so right now, what is happening in tier 2, those people, those who are almost at the verge of their retirement or they are planning their retirement plans, they are shifting to tier 2 cities practically. or those who can afford their second home there, they are planning to get into there, because they are planning ahead of their future plans, like they will be settling in small cities so that they have peaceful time there, or those people, their kids are away right now, they are living abroad, so they are planning for them.
Yeah, so it's
Second home kind of thing.
retirement or a second home,
Yeah.
but not becoming a primary destination because of infrastructure shortages,
Exactly.
which needs to be filled.
And now another one more thing which is happening is the cities, there is a, I would say, another tourism has started, which is, I would say, temple
Religious tourism,
religious
हाँ,
tourism has started.
बिल्कुल.
So that is why Mathura, Vrindavan, Ayodhya, these places are coming up very nicely.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for making the time for NDTV Real Estate Conclave. Pleasure to have you all.
Hello, Moto.